Welcome to the Ben Daniel Podcast, where we're calling a spade a spade. Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever, Aaliyah Boston went head to head against Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu. Against Brianna Stewart and Sabrina Ionescu, and the Indiana Fever came out victorious. Caitlin Clark, the first rookie in WNBA history to put up a triple-double, 19 points, 13 assists, 12 rebounds. Nothing new in the city of Canoe. Caitlin Clark, how are you doing? But folks, what I want to talk to you about, Sabrina Ionescu, in the post-game interview, said that this was the Indiana Fever's Super Bowl. This was the Indiana Fever's Super Bowl, I guess because the crowd was into it. I guess because they wanted to win. I really don't. I guess because they lost 3 times to the New York Liberty, that now the 4th time, now it's a Super Bowl. Oh, this is our Super Bowl. Sounds a little bit like sour grapes to me, Sabrina. If you guys didn't hear what Sabrina Ionescu had to say at the end of the game, let's take a listen here. Let's listen to what Sabrina had to say. You guys let me know, is this a little bit of sour grapes, or does Sabrina have every right to feel how she feels? Let's take a listen here.
We play Liberty basketball, but understanding like this is our Super Bowl game. I mean, we've beaten them 3 times this year already. We knew they were going to come into this game really hungry, and it's tough to beat a team 4 times. Like it's just tough in our league, especially with how every team has just grown, and especially this young team. You've been able to just see how much they've grown just throughout the first half of the season. So I don't think it was necessarily us not playing our style of basketball. It's just understanding that we had to come in with a sense of urgency, knowing it's not going to be as easy as it was in the first couple games that we were able to go up against them, because they've just grown. We play
The Super Bowl? Really, Sabrina? The Super Bowl? Is it hard to beat teams 4 times in the same season or not? Or because it's the Super Bowl, it was so hard to beat them the 4th time? Is it hard to beat teams 4 times in the season or not? Or because the team's growing, the team's better than they were earlier in the season, is the reason why we lost today? Sabrina, let's take a look over here. Folks, this is the first time the Indiana Fever and New York Liberty are versing each other. The first time. Not only that, this is the first time Caitlin Clark touches the ball. The first time Caitlin Clark has the opportunity to bring the ball across half court. Look at that. She's getting met at half court. That doesn't happen in the WNBA. Please stop trying to lie to me saying that, but everybody picks up each other half court. Everybody picks everybody up full court. No, I've watched enough games this year. That's not how it works. Trust me, that's not how it works. This is her 2nd game in the WNBA. They're picking her up half court. Whose Super Bowl does that seem like to you? Which team seems like this is like, oh, I really got to stop her here. I really got to show that this is the most important. Caitlin Clark can't. But remember the 2nd time that they versed? Remember when they were in New York? Caitlin Clark, the CC tour, took a pit stop in New York. I'm here at Barclays Center. I'm here. Caitlin Clark, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. The biggest gate in Barclays Center history when it comes to a WNBA game. The most ticket sales, the most merchandise sales, the most hot dog sales, the most Cracker Jack sales, the most things that go like this sales, ding, 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 ding. The most, you name it, the most sales. Do you think the New York Liberty were taking that game as their Super Bowl? Folks, 9 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first quarter. Come on, man. Come on. Again, no, this does not happen every single WNBA game. No, they don't pick up the opposing guard 94 feet every single WNBA game. No, they don't pick up the opposing guard 3/4 court every single time down the field in a time down the court in the WNBA game. It does not happen, folks, unless it's the Super Bowl. Unless it's the Super Bowl. But you know what? The New York Liberty, maybe if you guys took last year's finals a little bit more serious, like the Super Bowl, and picked up Caitlin Clark like you picked up Kelsey Plum, like you picked up Caitlin Clark, maybe you guys would have a little bit of bling, right? Maybe you guys would have a little bit of bling on that wrist. They do give out rings in the WNBA, right? They don't get like championship bracelets. They actually get rings, right? Okay, just making sure. Whose Super Bowl are we? What are we talking about here? Super Bowl. Every time teams play the Indiana Fever, it's the other team's Super Bowl. It's the other team's chance to say, "Hey, look at me too. Look at me too. Look at me." Shout out to Triple X. I had to. R.I.P. All right, it was right there. If I'm saying "look at me" 10 million times, I gotta shout out Triple X. It is what it is, folks. Don't hate the player, hate the game, as they say. Every time a team goes against the Indiana Fever, they use it as their, hey, this can be my coming out party. Kennedy Carter, Angel, what? Yes, it's their coming out party. Don't forget about me. Pay attention to me. Vivian's on the Storm. Yes, pay attention to me. Come on, folks. We're hip to this here. We're hip to this. And this is just another situation. Sabrina, give props. Give credit. It's not their Super Bowl. Trust me. Trust me, it's not their Super Bowl. If it was the Indiana Fever Super Bowl, they would have put Erica Wheeler in. They would have put Christy Wallace in, right? If it was the Indiana Fever Super Bowl, Christy Sides really would have shat the bed. We've seen her do it every time. There seems to be a game that we can win. Oh, yep. Erica Wheeler time. Christy Wallace time, Caitlin Clark, you can sit on the bench or you can stay on the corner, whichever you want to do. It's up to you. Trust me. Definitely not the Super Bowl. A big game, yeah. Did they want to win? Of course. Did the fact that Caitlin Clark got a triple-double make it that much more special? Yes. Don't try to downplay it, making it seem like it meant more to them than it did to you. You think Breanna Stewart saying all that junk in the offseason wants to lose a single game to the Indiana Fever? You think Breanna Stewart going on all these shows in the offseason talking about Caitlin Clark, she hasn't won a championship yet. Well, I think you really need to be on a super team in college so you win 4 straight. And then if you're on a super team, then you can be called the greatest. You know they don't want to lose to Caitlin Clark. Cut it out. Cut it out. Sabrina, I thought you were better than that, to be honest with you. But it is what it is. Can't hold our idols in high regard. You're not my idol. It's just a quote. Don't sue me. It's the Ben Daniel Podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. Come on, man. What are we doing? Back then you didn't want me. Now I'm hot. You all on me? Let me know what you think in the comment section below. Caitlin Clark. Triple dub. Sabrina Ionescu. That's what a Super Bowl looks like. Guarding somebody before they even get the ball. Guarding somebody before the referee even blows a whistle. Guarding somebody before they even take a breath. Cut it out with the nonsense, folks. Cut it out with the cheap shots. Please, let's cut it out. It's the Ben Daniel Podcast where we're calling a spade a spade. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support. Thank you. Thank you very much. Shout out to Johnny Bravo. Man, they're just coming to me today. Take it easy, guys.